What am I? I am a type of metal. I power your phones, your laptops, your cars. I've been to outer space. Heck, I've even been to the moon. I'm so important that world powers are racing to get to me first. Any guesses? I am lithium. Lithium is the silent gopher that makes our world run. And without it, society as we know it today would not function. 3 ways that you depend on lithium are for your electronic devices, including your phones, your laptops, your backup cameras, etc., etc. You use it for your car batteries to go from place to place. And we use it on our satellites, which give us wonderful things like the internet, GPS, and allows us to communicate with people all throughout the globe. For example, I would not be able to give this speech to you if it were not for satellites, which are powered by lithium-based batteries. My assist item for this class, is your own device. So as I go through this class, I want you to hold your phone, I want you to hold your laptop. I might even invite you to peek inside your car. You might be surprised to find lithium there. My purpose for this speech is simply to inform. I'm not trying to convince any member of this audience that lithium is the most important metal or that they should support lithium. I'm just simply informing members of this audience that lithium is an important mineral that runs our life. Like I said, it's a silent gopher that makes our world run. I am not an expert in this field. However, I will be heavily relying on sources from .gov and .org websites that are written by experts in this subject. My concern here is just to be an informed citizen. So first, I will explain why phone manufacturers like Apple, Samsung, or Nokia prefer lithium-ion batteries versus nickel-based batteries. So first, they are more durable, and they store more power, and they are lighter. So the thing to consider here with lithium-ion based batteries is they are lighter than nickel-based batteries, and they are able to hold more power than nickel-based batteries. And that source is from dignited.com. What's really important about that is when a device is lighter, it makes it easier to ship. It makes it easier to ship from one country to another, but it also makes the product more appealing for the consumer. You don't want to carry a heavy nickel-based battery inside your phone. It's uncomfortable. But when you have a lighter lithium-ion battery, and it's easier to carry, it's easier to carry on your person all the time, and that's ultimately what you want with these things, is you want to be able to connect to the world wherever you are. Another benefit of lithium-ion batteries is they have a low discharge rate. Now, nickel-based batteries, or what we would consider more conventional batteries, if you were to have a nickel-based battery in your phone and you were to leave it in your pocket for 5 hours, not do anything at all, it would lose 12% of its function. That is also from dignited.com. Your phone that is powered by lithium-ion batteries, if you leave it in your pocket for 5 hours, it will only lose 5% of battery. Another thing is it doesn't need to be discharged from 100% to 0% and then to charge to 100% in order to function. Nickel-based batteries, they start to lose battery life and they start to lose their ability to hold power if you only charge them to 50%, to 60%. Lithium-ion batteries, they're more flexible. You can charge them to 80% and then have it downcharged to 20% until you're able to plug it back in, and it'll still work fine. Nickel-based batteries, you're not able to leave them charging all night while you're sleeping. Lithium-ion batteries, you are able to plug it in and then fall asleep and have no risk of the battery exploding on you like you would with nickel-based batteries. And that is from dignited.com, and another source is from apple.com themselves. Next, I'm going to talk about car batteries. 100% of electric cars rely on lithium-ion based batteries, but even in traditional cars, 7% of your car battery is most likely made of lithium. And even if you're not, most cars today still have devices attached to them. And those devices use semiconductors to power them, which are made of lithium. Another benefit of lithium for car batteries is they work well with higher temperatures, which is what you have inside of a vehicle. They're more durable, and you don't need to worry about any sort of extreme thing like the battery exploding while you're driving. That source is from energy.gov. Last, I'm going to talk, and this is what I think is the coolest, I'm going to talk about how satellites rely on lithium and how we rely on satellites. So satellites, they don't use your typical lithium ion based batteries. They use something called lithium titrinate oxide chemistry, which offers several key benefits. They're very safe, they have a high rate of charge, they have a fast charge capability, which makes them ideal for space when they're only able to get solar power for limited amounts of time, and they're safe to store and ship at 0 volts, which makes it more ideal for launching into space. The last benefit of lithium-based batteries is they're safer at cold temperatures, which is also ideal for space travel. My source for that is saftbatteries.org. There are some downsides to lithium-ion-based batteries. They can explode, but unless you're taking, they're much safer than any other type of battery, nickel-based battery or any other type of battery. Unless you're taking your phone in and out of extreme temperatures, like extreme heat to extreme cold, placing it in the microwave, there's like a 1 in a million chance that your phone's gonna just explode as you're sitting there in class. This was my presentation. To conclude, I just wanted to inform the audience today of why lithium is important, why we rely on it. We rely on it for our electronic devices, we rely on it for our cars, and we rely on it for our satellites, which powers our life. Like I've said many times, lithium is the silent gopher that makes our world run. And that was my presentation, and thank you very much.